Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 60 of the Own the Moment podcast. My name is TJ Lasig. I'm one of the co-founders here at OTM, and we have a fantastic show with a very, very special guest that I'm sure you're all very familiar with tonight. But first, I'll introduce my co-founder, Mr. Justin Herzig. Justin, how are we doing?
We're doing well. I just got done. Had 4 hours in the car, jumped onto the computer as I ran in the house. So I'm still catching up on things, but I heard you guys have some surprises for me. So I'm excited.
Yes, we'll hit you with the surprise from the blog that came out earlier today that we'll be giving some live reactions to with this man right here, our guest of honor for this evening, in honor of the First Mint Fest that is starting tomorrow. A true pioneer in the Top Shot space, been around since the very beginning, and of course, the man with the best voice in podcasting we have from the First Mint, Mr. LG Doucet. LG, what's going on?
Wow, too many accolades, man. That felt like when there's a new character in Lord of the Rings and they have to introduce themselves and they talk about like all their entire lineage and all the clans they're from. That's how you introduced me just now. So it's an honor. It's great to be here, guys. OTM, you guys have been there since the start, or since the surge, let's call it. I don't know. There was nothing before that. It was like 200 people on Top Shot. So you guys been there, pretty much OGs at this point. So it's great to be here. And lucky for us, there's literally a blog post that went up 5 minutes ago before we started doing this. So there's plenty of fresh stuff in Top Shot to talk about, just conveniently for when, we're finally together.
I feel like half the time we go live, it's like right before something, we have this whole thing planned and then something happens and it's like, well, I guess we're just going to have to live react to that on the show now. So they always find a way to surprise us.
We even included, you can see in the rundown, Top Shot Offseason, and usually Offseason's like, okay, so let's talk about the offseason, see how it's going. Maybe there's something exciting going on. And I'm ready for it.
All righty. Let's jump into things here. First, let's definitely talk about the First Mint Fest that's coming up this week. I know that you've been putting a ton of work in here, LG. Own the Moment is happy to be a sponsor of this, and we'll be talking through some stuff. So here we go. For those that have not seen it, the schedule over the next 3 days of the First Mint Fest. And
packed.
My man, I'll kick it over to you. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff here.
Dude, this thing is packed, man. Thanks for pulling this up. Okay, so First Mint Fest, for those who don't know, you can still sign up. Some stuff started in the Discord today. But basically, the whole point of the First Mint Fest is, as you guys have discovered, and I'm sure many of your community members have discovered, we've all discovered in the last year, that NFTs are so much more fun when you're doing them together with other people, right? It's so much more fun to discover and cry and laugh and whatever, drops, learning, all that stuff is so much better with other people. It's so much more fun that way. That's kind of what NFTs are. They're collaborative kind of experience. So what we wanted to do, outside of doing the podcast and everything else we do with Top Shot, we wanted to kind of make like an experience where we could bring a bunch of like cool NFT projects together, and then also bring everybody who's interested in that together into one space. So this is what you're looking at now, is the schedule of events, let's call it, or of content that you're going to watch for the next couple of days at First Mint Fest. It starts tomorrow at noon Pacific, so 3 o'clock for you guys. But parallel to this, at the same time, there's also Festival HQ Discord, which is open, and you can find it. We'll post it in the chat in a second, but it's pretty much a Discord where all these projects are going to be in there. They're each going to have their own like booth, I call it, which is pretty much like a Discord channel. But think about this Discord as like festival grounds, where during the day the expo grounds are open. You can go talk to the different booths, the different people running stuff. There's going to be weird little games happening during the day, as well as then simultaneously, the actual streams happening on the air on our Twitch channel, and as well as on firstmintfest.com live on the site. So, and you guys are right in the middle of the first day, man. You guys get honors on the first day. That's going to be good. You're sandwiched right in there between like two like incredibly solid panels. So you guys have a really nice spot.
And it's great because it reads nice. It's like, what's a great NFT on the moment? What can NFTs do? Heavy racing. I mean, like, I know you planned that, but your words, not ours.
That's exactly it, man. So there's a lot of great, I don't even know what to call them at this point, like businesses, products, companies, communities, like that. In NFTs, you guys know that it's not really a company, it's not really a product, it's just like a mix of everything. It's very much like a community as well that kind of defines it. So a lot of these projects are ones that, as you kind of learn and discover some of these projects, I'm sure some of you guys are looking at these projects, you're like, I don't know what half of these are, if not only like one or two that you've heard of. these projects have been chosen as projects that have the same like foresight long-term plan as something like NBA Top Shot, right? There's a lot of, and I'm not knocking on any specific project, but obviously we're in this like profile photo craze right now of avatar projects. They're fun, they're great. I get in on the drops, but at the same time, a lot of them have been kind of, developed over the last month. These are all projects that have been being built for years now and have that same, 10, 20, 30 year timeline that Top Shot does, have a lot of great investment. And they've got some really cool stuff. There's some projects in here. There's 4 or 5 of them that are from Animoca Brands, which is pretty much like the Asian version of Dapper Labs. Like they dominate like most of the Asian NFT community. And they have a lot of great IP like F1, MotoGP, the Olympics. So some of their projects are kind of sprinkled through here. And I think it's just a great spot to come and like see who these people are, right? Like who are the people running these projects? Who are their community managers? Who are their CEOs? Who are the people developing the projects? And, where can you get access to their communities? And that's all going to be, through the fest.
I like it. And I mean, I know going to conferences and stuff, I think one of the most difficult thing that we've seen with trying to take these conferences virtual is you miss that kind of rubbing shoulders. You miss that kind of just hallway interactions. I know with the Discord that you guys are being built, obviously it tries to replicate that. What do you expect to see for like, while, you're watching the interview, do you think people are then going to be in the Discord chatting about it while you're watching Zed Run do their presentation? There's going to be a specific room. Is it going to be general? Like, how do you kind of see the
can I show you guys?
Yeah.
Can I show you? Show you. Yeah, this is a sneak peek. This won't be open until tomorrow morning. So I'm just going to share a screen here.
I think I'm
so
give
this
you permission
this is again this is very much like a carnival of some kind. Okay, so right now, if you join the Discord, you'll be greeted with like a verification. You have to fill out a CAPTCHA to keep all the bots out. But then you'll also encounter. You'll be put into a channel. It's called Lineup Out Front because nothing's happened yet. You can't get into the festival yet. It hasn't started. All the different partners that are there, including you guys, are still setting up your booth, right? So that hasn't started yet. That's going to be open tomorrow, I think at 10 o'clock Pacific. And then 2 hours later, we have the first event. But I'm going to show you what it actually looks like once you're on the inside. So there you go. You guys bring it up. I'm ready.
There we go.
Okay. So if you're in there now, you're only going to see a few of these little channels here. This is Lineup Out Front here that pretty much tells you like what is going on and who's coming into the Discord, right? So these are all the people that have come in. Like it's starting to load up. We're starting to get a lot of people. You can't post too often in this channel. This is the lineup. Again, we're trying to keep it like nice and organized. So you can only post like every 15 minutes or something like that. And here it keeps it kind of nice and tidy, but you can kind of scroll through, see who's who's here. And then we've actually have a POAP going out right now, which if you guys don't know what a POAP is, it stands for Proof of Attendance Protocol, which is basically a little badge that you can collect when you attend an event. And we're going to be giving out a lot of these throughout the event, but to claim them, you have to be watching the presentations and pick up a special code from their presentations and then come back to the Discord and send it to the bot so you can claim your POAPs. I'll show you what one of them look like. Today we're doing a couple tests, so we're kind of like having people run through. I'll just show you. Here we go. This is what the first one looks like. It's early bird POAP. Here it is right here. So this is what people have been collecting today. Again, POAP is kind of like this valueless NFT. It's just like a badge of attendance showing people that you were once there. So there's going to be 17 of these to collect through the festival.
Yeah, I think we're gonna decide whether it has value, LG. I mean, if it has first in on it, like there's going to be some value there. You got
there could be, but they're meant to be a little badge. If later there's value, you guys are the analysts. You guys are the big brains. So you guys tell me. But basically, we want people to show up and we also want people to kind of hold up a little badge saying I was there. If you guys think about it, when you go to a conference or you go to a carnival or something like that, there's such thing as like a festival passport where you get a stamp for every booth. Yep. That's pretty much what this is. And the more of these that you collect, the higher chances you have at the end of the festival in the mega raffle that we're doing as the very final event. Pretty much everyone that you get counts as one entry to that. So right now, if you head into that Discord, you're able to claim the early bird one. We've been troubleshooting it all day because, as you guys know, scaling in crypto is not very easy. So we kind of did a little test event with this early bird today and started handing that out. I'll show you the rest of the Discord. All this is going to open tomorrow. So we're going to have the garden, which is going to be kind of the general chat where you can like hang out. A few team members been posting in there. We're going to have to show off your profile photo. So we want people to bring their, awesome profile photos, their avatars, whatever they are, CryptoPunks, apes, dogs, goats, whatever it is. We got a little info booth, I'm Lost, where you can kind of, ask questions and ask our ushers, which are moderators, but we have ushers kind of helping point people in the right direction. And then every partner at the festival has a booth that you can go hang out in. I'll show you kind of what some of them are going to look like. Sturdy Exchange, which is they have a big launch coming up in August. I won't say much more. They leave it to their presentation, but they've already got like a little competition, a little challenge up in there for when those gates open. So you'll be able to join that, as well as kind of like every other project being in here. And also, we have a little channel called The Schedule, where in here we have every single event listed. And all you have to do, if you want a reminder 10 minutes before that event, is go into this channel and click the first emoji that's below it. So let's say I already clicked yours. Let's say you really want to watch Own the Moment and you want Discord to ping you 10 minutes before that event. You just hit this little emoji and you're on the list. And then let's say you want to watch What Can NFTs Do? You hit that and so on. You want to watch Limpo or Crypto Slam. You just kind of click those. So it's kind of like, ticking off the boxes of what you want to make sure that you see, right? So kind of making a little favorites list of the stuff you want to check out. So this is how we kind of set up the Discord. There's going to be a lot of other weird little pop-up stuff that kind of happens throughout the fest. So that's pretty much how it's going to go. And it's going to be a good time. I'm very, very excited. And I'm excited to kind of like use Discord in kind of like a weird, kind of more intense way. And then a couple other special events. Wednesday night, we have something called The Party, which is going to be a metaverse party. Some people have been into some of the metaverses that are out there that you can kind of walk and dance in and stuff like that. So we have an event like that Wednesday night where you will also be able to collect a POAP. I'm not going to say much more about it because it's going to be something a little weird, a little bit different. I don't think many people have done. And then Thursday night, we kind of have the Crown event, which is not listed in here. But if you go back to that schedule that you had up, we have the unofficial NBA Top Shot Collector's Choice Awards, which we've done in partnership with Packard Media and Moment Nerd. And we had everybody, as many people as we could from the community vote last week on their favorite moments. So we're going to be revealing those on the show Thursday night. Pretty much like a little like Academy Awards / prom of Top Shot that we're going to be doing. So yeah, it's going to be good. And we'll finally be able to answer that question. The market kind of does it for us, but we'll finally see, emotionally, what have people chosen as like the best dunk or the best defensive play and all the other categories we have there.
I like it. So all these in the bottom left, they look like they're locked right now.
They are.
So when do they open? Is there purely selfish question? Is there anything I need to be doing or we need to be doing to manage this? Because I see us there and I'm like, I got no idea.
Well, this is going to be a good spot, Justin, for people to come and ask you guys questions if they have any questions. We also have the ushers in there. And honestly, for you guys, it's up to you guys how you manage your channel. But basically, it's like a booth. Yeah, it's a booth, right? Okay. It's a little info booth. And honestly, you guys can keep it as simple as just like, hey, here's a link to our Discord. Here's what we do. Come join our community. Or you can be in there hanging out with people. Totally up to you guys. You can spend as much or as little time as you want. Like a true festival, we are going to have some hours that were closed, essentially, where nobody will have access to these channels. That's going to be kind of like the overnight shift. Mainly because, like a real expo or festival, it's like, it's not open 24/7, right? You can only go during the daytime. So look for that. That's only going to be open at certain hours during the day, good, 10-hour chunk each day. And we'll have the ushers there kind of helping people move around, get the right information. And yeah, that's pretty much what it's going to be. I'm glad you're seeing this for the first time there, Justin. You got to get in there, man.
Very cool setup.
We need you in the Discord.
I'll definitely join later tonight.
That's my bad. I gotta get you in there. I got in there last night.
It's all right. You're ahead. You're already way ahead of some of the other partners. Everything in NFTs happens like when it happens. There's no prep like a week before. It's only like now. It's happening right now. You got to be there. You guys know that, right? So, yeah, so it's going to be good. It's something different. I don't feel like anybody's going to done something like different like this. Like, let's all go hang out in the Discord kind of thing and watch these streams. So, it'll be interesting. And I hope you guys join. Hope your community joins and has a good time.
For sure. We'll be getting on in there.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys know what you're going to talk about during your stream?
Wait, we're talking?
All right. He does know that much that we are talking. Yeah, I can share what we're going to chat through everything that we do at Own the Moment. It would be, definitely taking an approach of assuming that there's going to be some new eyeballs on there that maybe are not familiar with us. So we'll talk through our website. We're going to do a demo of the site and all the features that we have, show people how they can use the site, how they can register for it, etc. And then the second half, Justin is going to walk through kind of the other side of Own the Moment, where we have B2B consulting, the things like we did with the Pistons, with ASICs, and kind of how we're thinking about that with helping other organizations, brands launch NFT projects.
And I think that the audience, the interesting aspect for them is to think about, okay, how do I actually value an NFT project? Because as you said in LG, we've had a conversation, so much of this audience is going to be people who are familiar with Top Shot and then only have a very small understanding, or they're still trying to jump over the water, walk over that bridge to the other side. And so through the same way that we help, people like the Pistons and ASIC to actually bring value to their projects, it helps from hey, if I'm an investor or collector in NFTs, helps me better understand which one of these are going to be successful, because we've done a major analysis of which ones have been and which ones unfortunately haven't, and what we can learn from those.
Mm-hmm. That's great. Yeah. And that's it, right? Is that it's like at this point, as much as, you guys and us and everybody, probably even chatting here feels like we're really deep into NFTs. You walk outside and you start asking people down the street and they have no idea what you're talking about. And it's going to be so hard. Even getting people in the Top Shot was challenging at first. People didn't understand what was going on. So then once you're talking about Ethereum wallets, all that other stuff, it gets complicated. And, this fest is a great opportunity to come, a great together opportunity for people to learn about that, kind of level up their knowledge. Even just claiming these POAP badges for some people was like a great learning experience today. They're like, wow, I never really had the courage to use these Ethereum wallets, but now I kind of feel better with it. Right. So it's a good experience. And honestly, I'm really happy you guys are there. Right. I think it's going to be good, both for you guys bring your community, kind of be part of this event, but then also look at all these other projects, man. I don't know who they're bringing, but they're posting it in their Discords, right? So it's like this mashing of worlds in a way that a normal conference or something like that would be hard to do, because it's we're going to be able to have people from all over the world all at the same time here. So it's going to be fun.
Love it. Yeah, highly recommend everyone listening. And then just, obviously we've been pumping the Discord too. It's free. There's no reason not to attend. And if you can't attend at all, pick some of the things you do pick some of the times that you do have available. I think just getting that experience to kind of get in there will be a great opportunity for a lot of people.
Exactly.
7:30 Eastern tonight. We'll be on there.
And it kicks off with
Rohan
and me
and you
in person. I'm going to be
that's
with
right.
him.
You have him in person. I heard that on your podcast.
In person. And I have yet to actually meet anybody in person that I've met in NFTs ever. Even my brother, Phil, he lives across the country, man. He lives in Toronto. I live on the West Coast. That is far. It's been COVID. I'm not getting on a plane. You know what I mean? Canada's been now we only caught up with our vaccines, but before we were super slow in the winter. So it's I haven't actually seen or met anybody physically that I've met in NFTs at all. So Rohan will actually be the first person that I meet in person from NFTs, which is amazing. But it's just one of those, it's just a funny thing how that's how it works out. So
starting at the top.
I was about to say, setting the bar high with that being the first person. I don't want to be the second person you meet if that's the case. I'm not trying to follow up Rohan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a good point. So, yeah,
good deal. Any final words on the first Mint Fest, LG? I thought that was a great explanation. Really, really, really cool, innovative stuff that you're doing here. I think the Discord is awesome. Excited to dive in there more and be spending a ton of time in there over the course of the next 3 weeks or 3 days.
I appreciate it. No, that's it. It's a simple plug. Come watch one stream, come watch 15 of them. It's up to you. It's you don't have to do the whole thing. I know everybody's got work and everything. So and it's kind of spread out through the day, so you catch little bits of it or take part in the whole thing. So that's it. Thanks for letting me plug it.
Question for you, LG.
Yeah,
because I know you have been doing a lot of things around this. What's the number one thing that's most interesting, the most you've enjoyed that you've learned through this process? You just become a Discord ninja. Has it been the more business side of actually bringing on sponsors? Has it been bringing on people to run this show? How's that all gone, and what's kind of been most interesting for you?
Man, that's a great question. I would say, I think two things. One, it's really hard to plan things that don't have precedent. And I don't mean that as a pat on my back of we're doing something different. I mean it as in how do you sell this to somebody when you're hey, it's going to be there is nothing, right? Like it's all the normal world conferences have converted to online. But honestly, if you've been to any of those in the last like year or two, like it's pretty bad. Like it's pretty freaking boring. And I was like, I don't want to compare us to like any kind of, yeah, see, there you go. That's a great example. It's just like everyone's gone from like, we only ever did it the same way in real life with the same gift bag you get and the same setup to now having to do it online, and they don't know how to make things interesting online. So it's been hard to go to any of those industry conferences. So we've been trying to craft something from scratch, right? And that's really challenging, especially when you're trying to translate to people what that's going to feel like. So, you know, even when I spoke to you guys about coming to the fest, I was like, hey, there's going to be like a Discord that's where the party is. And it's like, some people, they get it immediately. Others are like, what? I don't care about, I have a Discord. Why do I need yours? Right? Like there's so much, it's hard to kind of show people the value. But we got a lot of people who are down. And that kind of brings me to the second thing that I've learned through this is that in this space, and I'm sure you guys have been discovering this as well, man, people are so stoked to grow, right? And we're in a tech space, so naturally, but not just grow as in like, let's build the tech side of it. But, you know, we've been going around meeting with these partners in town and kind of explaining to them our mission, which is to like bring people into NFTs through experience, through doing things together. And I've been surprised, honestly, at how much that resonated with people, where they're like, yes, like we agree with you that is what we need. We need, especially groups like us and you guys from the Top Shot community who essentially have this kind of almost one-to-many or one-to-one relationship with so many people who have just discovered NFTs. A lot of these businesses, these NFT projects, they want that. They want that direct consumer relationship. They want to get exposure to that because that's who they see as their demographic, right? Like, especially like Animoca from Asia. It's like, yes, like they're selling like F1 products, man. They're making NFTs of like really great sports IP. They want to talk to the Top Shot crowd. So they're very eager to do these events with us, to support the event, to be part of it. And that's another part that was surprising is it's like, they were down, they were very down. I used to work in marketing and we were pitch brands on end for the same stuff. And it was hard. It was so hard to pitch them on the same old boring agency material. And now, you know, it's great to see an industry that's ready to move a lot faster than that, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I think like first year, it's all, you know, companies that are in this space, building NFTs with crypto, blockchain related, et cetera. I think year 2, year 3 is when there's probably actual brands that aren't, the mainstream brands that aren't actually related or directly, you know, heavily involved in the space that want to be, and will use this as an opportunity, either as an attendee or a sponsor. And I think that's really cool to bridge that gap.
That's it. And to hammer home that idea of community, right? Like this festival isn't just it's not just 3 days of streams. It's no, you got to come hang out. And if you're not in the Discord hanging out with the community, you're going to kind of feel like you're missing out, right? And that's what we want to emphasize is that like, no, like these NFT projects have to have that community backing, right? And we've all seen that happen the last couple of months. It's like one project, great community work, they blow up, they're still blowing up. Other projects that just put the product out there and they don't make an effort to actually work with the community or create a community, doesn't really work the same way, right? So it's just, you know, you guys are on that same path too. Or it's just like, we just need to kind of emphasize to everybody who's coming into the space that it's like, you got to be doing this with other people. It's not just, you know, it's not just put your product out there, sell it, and then walk away. You can't just do that, right? So it's been great to see just like how many people share that vision.
I like it.
Yeah. All right. You guys want to talk about this blog post or what?
Yeah, let's check it out. It will be the first time that we are looking at it.
Okay, Justin, I'm gonna read it to you.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Justin doesn't even know what's going on. So
I've seen Player Con in the chats, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's what it is. I'll share my screen here.
Okay, TJ, you were saying I had a nice voice, so I'm gonna read it. Okay, is that okay?
Yeah, that's perfect. Love that.
I'll just read it how they think they wrote it. Want to meet the players? Want to get awesome signed jerseys and basketballs from NBA players? Well, 100 collectors will do just that. The offseason's in full swing, but the fun is just getting started. The National Basketball Players Association, NBAPA, has announced the first ever Player Con presented by Dapper Labs and NBA Top Shot. And we're excited to send 100 collectors to Player Con, a fully virtual event with an all-access ticket that includes a special Q&A with NBA stars Marvin Bagley III and Bogdan Bogdanovic, a piece of memorabilia autographed by an NBA star, full access to all Player Con events, and much more. What's event? Event?
I think it's a typo. Event.
It's a typo. Okay, yeah. I was like,
some of us need you need a vent channel.
Yeah, maybe
that
is true.
You get access to the vent channels as much as you want. Oh, that's good. I was gonna stop there.
Yeah.
You guys know what's going on. That's good.
So basically, a virtual event where you get access to hang with some of the certified ballers.
So it sounds like the Pistons Discord we run, right?
Are you guys got basketball players in there? The Pistons Discord?
Yeah, we have Isaiah Stewart was in there hanging out. We got potentially a special guest coming next week.
Sick.
Let's see.
That's awesome.
Okay, so this is cool. This is cool. I still want to know a little more detail. So 100 people, you get kind of that virtual experience, kind of hanging out, sign something.
That's it. And
Okay.
When is it? Did it say August 12th or something like that?
Snapshots taking August 5th. Did it say the date of the?
I don't think it did.
I don't think it did.
When is it? What?
I don't think it says. I don't think it says.
Starts immediately after the snapshot.
There you go. Yeah.
I could swear. No, I saw it somewhere. Maybe it's gone now. I could swear I saw it initially.
Chat's usually pretty good at this.
Chat,
Do you guys know when it
everyone
is?
sees
Someone out there find a link, find a date. Okay, and what do I got to do to qualify? Is it
Build a showcase with one moment each from those five guys: Bagley, Barnes,
5 players?
Bogdanovich,
Okay.
Iguodala, CJ McCollum.
Okay, so low level of entry. You're probably going to have around 5,000 people, going. So maybe we're saying we're going to get a 2% chance. Not great, but not the worst either. Okay, so it is a week afterwards, August 11th.
August 11th, 12th, looks like.
I think the one thing that I like the most that this is taking a big step in the right direction is I'm a fan of utility and projects that is at the baseline or floor, or at least attainable, rather than just the, hey, 8 people got to go to the suites or 8 people got to go to the draft. Because while those are awesome experiences, when you have a platform as large as Top Shot and as large as it's going to get, it's hard to really incentivize behavior when you're really 0.001% are kind of benefiting. This is at least a step in the direction by having 100 people. Why it's not 1,000 when it's virtual, I guess you're limited by like the signed memorabilia stuff. Maybe they actually do want to make it a little exclusive, which is kind of, I guess, maybe cool. But I think just in general, these utility snapshot ideas they've been working on, if they can find ways to continue to increase utility on a more horizontal basis for, actually giving benefits to a larger amount of people, I think that's a step in the direction that I like.
Why am I fuzzy? Hold on. I'll be back.
Okay.
Hold on.
Oh, now we lost him. He's going to be back in a second, though.
Okay. And then Corey is saying tickets are $29 for people who want to go. Is that a real thing, or is Corey just trolling us?
I don't know. I do not see that listed in the blog.
Oh, I think we both hit it. I'll let you hit it.
I didn't hit it.
Okay, Coop.
Coop, help me.
There you go.
I like what you're saying, Justin, about it being more accessible. And I was actually thinking about that on the weekend, because I was like, as much as I was like stoked, I was like, okay, cool, you're sending people to the finals of the draft. I was like, 8 people. Like 8 people. Like, what the hell, man? Like, I'm never gonna win that. Like, even if they segmented it by team, I was like, I'll never win that for my team. Like, if it's 8 people, like that's so small. So this is good. You're right. Like broadening it at least 100 people is a good, like, and maybe they'll eventually expand that even more to like, more and more people as they go. So yeah, I do like the numbers for sure.
Right. And it looks like, so I get you're getting validation here, but Corey is saying that it is $29 if you want to attend.
Oh, what?
And you can pay to attend.
Where is this information?
I don't know. That wasn't in the
this?
blog. I did not see that either. The chat knows all.
Where are you guys seeing this? Because in Discord, Mo posted that it was August 11th and 12th. So that's where I saw that.
Okay.
Where's this $29 thing?
Corey,
Wow.
Victor, get us a link.
Who charges for that? Seriously, you should only do free virtual events.
Which NBA players do you have coming to First Midfest?
What? Hey, man! You don't know that they're not coming. You don't know that they're not coming. Okay. You don't know, and we don't need NBA players, man. We got you guys. We got freaking, we got Whale Shark, dude. Whale Shark is coming, man. Like Whale Shark is pretty freaking cool. And honestly, like I got Roham.
NBA players just water it down. That's just a gimmick. You've got the real talent.
Listen, exactly. We've got, oh man, honestly, I will say though that like some of the people we have speaking at the fest is awesome. Like some of the people that are on the panels are honestly like, there's Cooper Turley is actually a really awesome one. He was on that top 50 list that was out by Fortune the other day. Yep. He's a really like just one of the sharpest people I've met in the space. We've got some good speakers. So it's, the panels are also like, I love the presentations. Like you guys are going to be great. And I think all the other projects are going to be good, but the speakers are where it's at. So anyways, sorry, PlayerCon. I'm just back into sales mode.
First Google PlayerCon, mbpa.com site. And first link says you can buy tickets. So there it is. Dapper Labs, Top Shot, tickets on sale now. All right, sure.
So is it a paid for event that you can win a free entry to through?
That's
Quest?
What it sounds like. That's what it sounds like.
Got it.
So, and not sure. So all access, single pass 450 beats. Let's assume that people are getting the all access pack. So it's a $3,000 worth of utility, and it got us talking about it. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Virtual photo booth.
Schedule. So join 2 player investors in a conversation about their off-court money moves. And you go to 450 beats. Not exactly sure what this is. We'll have to look more into it. I want to stay optimistic and all. The way that Top Shot described it as a way to kind of, hey, a Q&A and kind of hang out with some NBA players sounds cool. And there's probably more going on. And it is another thing where, hey, just, above all, you have the partnership between the MBPA, between Dapper Labs, this kind of synergy, these kind of events are only going to continue to improve. And just seeing that there is that kind of existing and growing relationship, that's without a doubt a positive for Top Shot.
Absolutely. I liked seeing them do stuff with the PA. That's something we hadn't really we always talk about how it's Top Shot is affiliated with the NBA and NBA PA and how that drives some of the product decisions, right? That it's like, okay, it has to have X amount of players from X amount of teams, right? That's the guidelines for the NBA PA. So it's cool to see them actually do something directly with the NBA PA rather than the NBA. I like that. That's like a kind of another dimension I think maybe we hadn't thought about too much is what does that unlock when you work directly with the Players Association? This is cool. I wonder, do you guys think that this was planned by Top Shot and Dapper, or did they just come on as a sponsor? Like the NBA PA plan this and then approach Dapper about it?
We do not know. I do not know, but I have not heard the MBPA really doing anything like this in the past. So it would be a bit of a coincidence if they randomly decided to start it now. My guess is they see this relationship they have with Dapper and thought, hey, one goes with the other and just thinks like, hey, this is a good opportunity for us to collaborate here. But I mean, like if you're looking at their site, it definitely on their site feels more like it's a MBPA event and Dapper Labs is partnering rather than the other way around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's interesting. Some interesting other sponsors too. There's Loot. Play NBA 2K. Yeah. Oh, they are. Yeah, they're the presenting partner, and then there's supporting partners. So there's 4 others.
Yeah, because they are called the NBPA PlayerCon, and they go presented by Dapper Labs. So Dapper Labs is probably the sponsor. They get a certain amount of entries, or they're as part of their package program. 100 of those they're giving out to.
Yes. That's totally what it is. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Interesting.
Still cool.
Are you guys going to go for it? Are you going to do the quest to go for it?
If I have those 5 moments in my account.
What if you want the 5 moments, but they cost more than $29?
No, I can't buy anymore.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So
I forgot.
if I have 4 of them and someone wants to send me, but no, so I'll go and take a look. We might end up doing like a purge, like a reverse purge once a year, where TJ just allows me to go like buy every moment I can just to have like one of the moments for these kind of quests and
that's
something.
a great idea.
That
That
would
is
be
an
good.
awesome idea. I will say, like, you know, what happened. I think the restrictions you guys impose on yourselves, I think it's very noble. I think it's too much. I'm just going to tell you right there. I don't think you guys should ban yourselves from playing the game. Top Shot is super fun. It's going to evolve. So I hope you guys find a way.
I think we will find a way
to bring yourselves back in, teleport yourself back in,
I gotta
evolve
admit though,
into Charizard, and now you're good. Whatever it is that you guys got to do, we got to get you guys back in there. I think it's valuable, and we need you guys doing the challenges.
But full transparency, I think it's honestly it is so much better for the analysis that we put out there too, because when I put the analysis out, at no point do I have to at all think about like, do I own these? Have I bought these recently? Have I sold these recently? Because even when we were putting out like a Cool Cats analysis way before, and like I was telling people like, hey, I'm selling, you know, I don't think it's going to be a great value. I think it's going to drop and stuff. When we put up the analysis, there's inevitably from an optics of, well, he sold, did he do it? Like, did he buy back? And like, it's when, and like, it is what it is, but like the challenge analysis we put out, like they will move the market to some degree. And it's just not great for when we have analysis that can move the market for us to be also participating in it. So it is fun. We love Top Shot and everything. And maybe we can find something like that as a one-time, like, you know, once a year or something, but like overall, it's for the best, and it allows us to really only fully focus on the analysis, what we're putting out there, and doing it without any subjectivity.
It's true. It does take the emotional response out of yourself to do it that way. That's absolutely true, because anything that's a market, you're always going to have the emotional side of it, right? So that is fair, but I don't know. It's a shame. It's a shame you can't play, even when it's a fun little challenges, the quest or whatever. It's just fun to win or to like pull the right pack or whatever, man. So I hope you guys find a way. But I do like once a year, the purge day. Justin's allowed to do whatever he wants on the market, and then you make that an event. Like that's I'd pay $29 to be part of that for sure.
LG, you're gonna feel it though. You can't win anything for the next year, because if you win anything, it's gonna be 100%. Oh, Dapper sponsored his event, and then they send him to the Suns game. Like, you're done. You can't win anything, and they know that.
I know. I've thought of that. Don't worry. Yeah, it's like, I've thought of that. And I was like, I wish I could have gone to Phoenix. Then I'm like, no, that would have been bad. That would have been also bad, you know. So
I like how you've changed the intro to your podcast, where it's like,
well, it's true,
kind of,
though.
sort of,
like,
maybe a little bit affiliated with.
I was like, but we kind of are. I don't know, but it's like, but I also will emphasize, it's like, I know since the start, people have been like, all right, Dapper clearly like feeds you information and stuff like that. And other than when we had our simultaneous podcast drops, like I've never gotten like anything. And then now that they're sponsored the fest, I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, well, you obviously know everything that's happening. I'm like, no, actually, I didn't even know. Like, they're doing a similar event the week after. They didn't tell me. Like, I didn't know about that till just now. You know, like, I don't know what they're doing.
When you're meeting in Roham in person, I mean,
what's he's going to whisper secrets to me? Like, there's no way. Like,
handshakes.
He's not going to tell me. I don't know what's happening. They're like, even in the conversations with the NBA, with the Top Shot team about the festival, like the few calls I had with them, I'm just like, hey, like, you know, like, we're going to announce it on this day. Like, is that a good day? And they're just kind of like, I don't know. I'm just like, you can just tell me if like I should avoid this part of the week. And they're like, should you? I'm like, all right, well, like, that's just like, I have no info ever.
Nah, I get it. Oh, too funny.
Anyways, it's
Good
a good
deal.
laugh. Anyways, guys, I gotta run. I got some fest prep. It's great to be on your show. It's honestly awesome. I'll have to get you guys on our live show as well sometime soon. We'll see you tomorrow. Your presentation's in less than 24 hours, so stoked for that. And Justin, get in that Discord, man. It's gonna get it might get popping. It'll be popping tomorrow morning, that's for sure.
TJ's gonna send me the link. I'm getting in tonight.
We'll be in there.
Cool.
Beauty. Thanks, guys.
Thanks a lot for joining
Have a
us.
good night.
Thanks, LG.
See ya.
Whew, that was fun.
That was good.
Yeah.
LG dropping a lot of good stuff. Really cool event they put together. I think he did some innovative stuff with the Discord and everything. It's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, you've just been holding out on me, not giving me the info.
I didn't get in until about 24 hours ago, and did not have was on an airplane today, so I did not really think it through
Busy
too
travel.
much. But we'll be talking about it after the show. Make sure we get Coop, you in there.
Yeah,
We'll be
I like
grinding.
that. I like that.
All right. Well, we got a lot. We went through a lot of time here. We want to talk a little bit about. We're going to touch on some offseason stuff. We don't need to go too deep. I mean, really, just want to can recap office hours from Friday. We can introduce our new team of writers that are going to be writing content and already have been writing content for Own the Moment. And then we've got the LeBron giveaway that didn't even mention at the top of the show. So the people that be, Coop's, of course, behind the scenes, keeping track of the chat. So if you want to get in there, make sure you're chatting it up. And, we wanted to do a challenge analysis too. Maybe we should just do that. We could skip the off-season stuff and do that another time. There's not really anything specific to cover anyways.
That's fine. I mean, the challenge analysis too, we've posted. I can talk through, but
basically just go to the website, look at the challenge analysis. It says everything you need to know. Up at the top, content, Herzigbot. Make sure you're logged in and have an OTM account. You can view Justin's analysis there, where he talks through the most recent challenges that were announced. Oh, we want to talk some Pistons too.
At a high level, we got a lot. We'll definitely do some Pistons. At a high level for the challenges, the more common one, the one that is more attainable for people, the one that people more often to complete is it is negative expected value. And that's almost what we've seen for just about every common challenge since the days the market was still going crazy up. The MGLE at the current prices for last night was more in line with where we're seeing the hollows. And I think a lot of that was just because there's no marquee names that are necessary for this challenge. So the most expensive one was only like $120. And then even if they all fall between that $50 to $80 range, the prize, the challenge reward, which is a Damian Lillard MGLE, still valuable enough that was a plus EV challenge. Take a look, sign in. I did a nice write-up. I don't know. I thought it was nice. I did a write-up and kind of talk through where there are pressure points as well for where the analysis can go wrong and still kind of be a decent decision to complete.
Love it. All right, let's introduce our new friends here. We also have an article up on the site about this, but we've brought on 4 people to the Own the Moment team that are going to be putting out some written content. So we've got Jason Bales at Bales T Jason on Twitter. We've got Ryan Reynolds at Ryan Reynolds NFL, writer for Establish the Run. And then we've got our boy John Boy Beats, John Jackson. You guys are probably familiar with him. He's going to be writing some content for Own the Moment as well. And then we have John Hayes, no Twitter account associated. Keeps a little bit of a lower profile. But these guys are going to be coming in, giving you some awesome Top Shot content, giving you some content outside of just Top Shot as well. And we're really looking to expand that branch of what we provide here, and should have a lot of good stuff coming your way over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, no, I love Deadpool. Thanks, Jonathan. Ryan Reynolds, we already talked about that. He can just call up and get a reservation at any restaurant, but then they're always disappointed when he actually shows up. No, I'm excited for all these people. Some names that a lot of people recognize. I saw someone given the Ryan Reynolds. Obviously, I had a chance to work with him and establish the run, and he's going to be providing a lot of great content around like player profiles and such. John Boy already does, a lot of his own great work with his his side gig, his site, and so he's going to come on and do a lot of really good educational stuff around Top Shot, and then. Bales and Hayes, I think just go well-rounded, been in Top Shot for a while, very knowledgeable in the area, great writers, and just as we still have a Top Shot focus, there's also kind of each of these is going to really expand upon their area of interest within the larger NFT space. So you'll start to see a bit more of content, not just Top Shot, but still, where we feel that not only our passions, but also a lot of people, the community's passions around, which is heavily around the sports side, heavily around the gaming, the esports side. There will be here and there some of the avatar NFT stuff as well. But as you know, us at OTM, we really are far more that kind of the sports, the gaming side. So that's where we'll heavily play.
And if you want to learn more about everybody, Bach put an article. Each of them wrote up a little profile about themselves. So you can check that out over on the OTM website and learn more about our new team. So shout out to all those guys. Looking forward to having them on board. We didn't get a like the stream in here yet tonight. Like the stream for our writers' sake. There's quite a few people here in the chat. Go ahead, hammer that like button. We've got the LeBron giveaway coming up. We're going to talk some Pistons before then, and then we'll go ahead and get you guys out of here. But yeah, really, really excited about this and looking to continue to expand the team here during the moment. All right, Justin, what's the latest with the Pistons here? Break it down for the people. I know we had a super successful launch last week. A lot of cool stuff. A lot of people in the community that were really interested and happy with the NFT turnout. So let's go ahead and get the breakdown of where we stand.
It's been really fun. So from just an excitement wise, like it was really great to see how much the Pistons were really bought into this, even among their absolute craziness of a week with the number 1 pick and getting Cade Cunningham, which was obviously, very positive, very the pick that everyone in Detroit wanted. So the fans just kind of loved that. With regards to the NFTs, the collector's boxes, which were just extremely plus EV from what we've seen in the secondary sales, sold out within, I think, they were doing them in different waves, releases to give everyone a chance. I think those sold out on that second day. So now the only thing left is auctions and then the secondary market. And right now with the auctions, a lot of those auctions come with that level of utility that I talked about, which is 10 game tickets. We're looking into other ways to kind of identify or bring utility for people who maybe can't come to those games. So keep an eye out and we'll say more there. But I believe a lot of the auctions end either in the next day or two, and then there will be a big auction flash next week where they'll be like ending every 5 or 10 minutes or so. And then from the collectors wise, I think we've seen around a dozen, maybe 15 or so make the Hall of Fame by collecting, whether it's the 3 banners, getting the tickets. But it's just been, I don't know, I think from a excitement around it from both Pistons and NFT collectors, it's been fantastic. And then I think my favorite is just seeing that every box, if you go to the secondary market, literally has been profitable because the cheapest moments on the secondary marketplace are selling for 100 and substantially all the way up. We've seen sales at 1,100, 1,300. And so we, because the way that they were sold and, they were the Pistons, and we really talked to them with us, prioritize getting those boxes into collectors rather than trying to price them at the highest available price, because their goal wasn't just as a cash grab. Their goal was to really engage with fans and create like an internet Detroit fans community with this Discord long term. It's been really successful, and I think the people who got in, with those boxes, and then I think there are going to be some steals with the auctions as well. It's been valuable.
Awesome, good stuff. Hopefully, the people out there were able to go ahead, get yourself a box, get yourself some Detroit Pistons NFTs, and yeah, I think it was really a success overall. Really enjoyed the partnership with the guys over at the Pistons, over at I Got It. So shout out to all of them, and shout out to Justin and Coop for leading the charge from the OTM side of things.
Coop did a great job.
Producer Coop, baby. All right. Shall we look at a LeBron and do a little giveaway action here? Any final words before we do that, Justin?
I was just looking to see in my account, like what kind of packs I got. I got my playoffs pack. Should we open that?
We should definitely open that.
Okay. Let's do that.
Definitely open that.
We can have some fun. I also have a triple-double quest, which I wasn't sure. Yeah, I guess I forgot that I completed that.
I have the playoff packs too, it looks like.
All right. So sharing screen. Actually, you want to talk about I don't know if we've said it officially, but like the program with regards to no Wednesday shows for the next few weeks and such. And
good call. Yep. Yeah. So as we enter the off season here, we're going to scale back and just be going to 1 show a week, at least for the next couple of weeks here. So we'll be continuing to come to you guys here on the Monday night show. We'll have a guest with us each week. And then we are not going to have the Wednesday show or the Friday recaps, at least, again, for the next couple of weeks. We've got a lot of stuff going on here, so we're going to take the time back, some cool things in the works, and we'll be back with a more elaborate schedule again sometime in the next couple of weeks, months, as the season picks up.
Yeah, we'll be very active still in the Discord and all. I think I think the channel I've probably been most active in more recently has been the other NFTs, again, and that probably the challenges and such. And I think that's just where, as the Top Shot has the off season and such, there's just a lot of other cool things going on that we've been kind of, exploring. So we'll continue to do that. And This is the first time we're going to be able to record the pack opening because it's been a couple weeks until we've done one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try it. So we're going to record pack opening. Let's see. This is what you got to like do it double or something. All right. I'm not sure. Are you guys able to see?
Yeah, it says click to start recording.
Yep. Okay. Here we go. This is going to be a good one. Hopefully we get some sound. There we go. All right. What do we got in here? We got 3 moments. We got a finals comment here. Might be part of the challenge. Maybe we can gift some of these out. TJ, where am I starting? 1, 2, 3.
Let's go down the line. Let's start with number 1.
Number 1. Going down the line. Here we got number 4547. Devin Booker. Oof.
All right.
I like it. That's a strong one. In the finals against the Bucks. Getting up. That must have been one of the early games because we know he was not doing that in game 7.
Disappearing act.
Disappearing.
All right. That's all start.
I like it. I like that. Okay. Next up, we got 1035. Davis Bertans. We got a top. Oh, I like it. Anything that's always a top 10% cereal, we're always happy with. Little alley-oop. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. And we're finishing strong. Number 11327, Marcus Smart. Another playoff moment. Okay. I believe this one is part of the current challenge that ends tomorrow too.
Very nice.
Okay. So not too bad. Obviously, Booker's a great one. Let's see. This is going to be a good one. Hopefully we get some sound. There we go. Playing it in my head. I'm going to X out. Okay.
Getting the double sound.
Yeah. All right. Let's get rid of that low cereal. I'm gonna give away that Davis Bertans, the 1037, what it was.
All right.
I'm gonna hold on. Keep a couple playoff moments because I can't get them in the market. What are you thinking? Do we want to spin the wheel, or you want to hold your pack for another time, or?
Why don't I hold mine for next week?
Okay.
That way we've got another NBA playoffs for tonight. We can give away that moment you just pulled, and then also the LeBron for the Twitter people.
I like it. Coop, how we doing?
Coop can jump on for this.
Does Coop have sleeves on?
Easier. If it's easier for you to jump on, Coop.
Yeah.
We could do that. That way we can
Coop's
talk
had
through
his camera off behind the scenes, so
what we've got going on here.
There we go. He's probably got a sleeping baby. He's working in the middle of the night. Lights off. There he is.
You guys want to bring me on stream just randomly? I'm sitting here in the damn dark and I got any lights on. we'll go with,
I didn't know the status of how many wheels we got or what the deal is.
Yeah, so sun's out, guns out. Yeah, I typically save the tanks for special occasions. So drinking beers on the beach on vacation only.
We got to get you some lights like LG had behind his on the floor and stuff.
I mean, I'm actually like a couple weeks ahead of you, Justin, but like in my world, it's hard to find an hour or so to set up the office lights. So I did order some. I actually saw how cool LG's looked on one of his streams, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm going to get some of those. So I do have some. They're still sitting in a box, though.
That's halfway there.
It's my little one's birthday, first birthday this week. So there's a few other priority items that are on the list that I've got to take care of.
I hear you.
But yeah, so I only have one wheel. I had all the retweets and I have the people live in the chat. So I think we can spin until we see someone comment in the chat if we want for the Bertans. And then for the LeBron, we'll just do one spin and we'll hope someone in the chat wins it, but maybe not. That's probably the only way we could do it, I think.
Yeah.
All right. How many? I'm going to go to our show real quick. How many likes do we have right now?
I'm seeing 39.
39. Get that up to 50, and I'm getting rid of the Marcus Smart as well.
Ooh.
So if by the time we finish the LeBron and the Davis Bertans, if that is up to 50, then I'm going to give away the Marcus Smart too. It's up to you guys.
is in your hands. I saw that one too. That was pretty good. All right, let's bring up the screen here. So me sitting in the pitch black is not so big on people's TVs who are watching on 60-inch televisions. All right. So let's shuffle them up.
Yeah.
Let's shuffle them up here. A couple times shuffle, and then so we're gonna spin this one until we land on someone whose name sounds like they're in the chat, and we'll have to get a confirmation. So if you're paying attention in the chat, here we go. Best of luck, everyone.
Spin that wheel.
This is for the Davis. Let's see where we're going.
Mike 455 Mike. I don't think he's in the chat.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it doesn't look familiar.
We're gonna fire because I'm pretty sure I know who's in the chat most likely.
Yeah.
So Mike, if you're in the chat, you have about 3 seconds to say.
You still
say you're in the
because
chat.
then we'd pass this on to LeBron, go for this one for LeBron or whatever if Mike shows up.
All right, here we go. Next spin.
All right, and I'm seeing 45. Need 5 more to get that Marcus Smart.
Oh, this person is definitely in the chat because I typed the name in.
Day old pizza surprise. Love that.
All right.
Day old
Shoot us a
pizza
DM.
surprise.
Shoot us a DM with the Top Shot username.
Yeah. Also, if you've won a moment and haven't shot us that DM, I think we're still missing a few out there. So shoot us a DM.
Yeah, let me roll through real quick just because I got it up. So the people we're looking for are Kevin Cannell, Shane McIntosh. And
We've got Day Old Pizza Surprise in the chat.
And
shoot us a DM on Twitter with your Top Shot username. We'll make sure you get your moment.
All right, so Joshua Ching, Kevin Cannell, Shane McIntosh, and Philly. For whatever reason, the past couple shows, those people did not reach out to us. So let us know.
But yeah, congrats, Day Old Pizza Surprise. Great YouTube name. I'm glad I knew instantly that you were here at some point because how could you forget typing that in?
Colin, here. Pineapple doesn't belong in pizza. I don't know. Our Isaiah Stewart disagrees.
Yeah.
That's his favorite topping. So now it's become the pineapple beef stew. What a nickname that's become. Okay, should we do the LeBron?
Yeah, let's do LeBron. All right, so this is just going to whoever it lands on. Hope it's someone in the chat here tonight, but we'll fire it off.
Let's see. Here we go. Ooh, we got some Travis
Crawford.
That sounds more like a YouTube name than
It does.
Yeah, it's definitely sounds like a YouTube name. I don't know if I recall typing that one or not. There was a bunch.
All right, we're at 48. I guess I can give one like. I got up to 49. Come on.
One more like.
All right.
Our man Fran Millionaire was pretty damn close to winning right there, and that guy's always in the chat. So shout out to you, Fran Millionaire.
Are these people real? I don't know. A lot of them are the bots on Twitter real? That's a good question. Okay. So did we get? All right.
We got our
50
plus.
We got it.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Okay. And
All right. So this got to go to someone in chat, obviously. So,
got to be for chat. Only for chat.
yeah. So we're spinning until we see someone in the chat. So shout out all you guys in the chat and best of luck, Marcus Smart.
All right. And then what do we find out for the LeBron? Did someone show up? Sajake 916.
This is definitely Twitter.
All right, let's say spin again. If Sajake shows up in chat, you will win. But I have not seen that person in chat ever.
We're spinning.
Let's go.
Let's
go. Give us a name in chat. Oh, John Donnelly.
Oh, I think this
Joey
person was
Donnelly.
in chat.
That's in
Joey
chat.
Donnelly.
This person was definitely in chat.
That looks like a chat one to me.
Yeah. Jonathan.
I love the OGs that always say that I don't see my name. Silsby, you sound like Sergeant Stogie. I mean, I can't miss Sergeant Stogie on any wheel ever. So you're in similar category there.
All right, Joey Donnelly. Big Sacks 2414. Thank you for making me say that out loud.
That's the best.
Big Sacks 2414. Marcus.
Heck of a name there, Joey. Oh my goodness. That's incredible.
Okay. Well, congratulations.
Congrats. All right, guys. We will
get some
be
sleep before tomorrow.
We do. We will be 7:30 Eastern time tomorrow, talking at the First Mint Fest. Definitely gonna want to see all you guys there. So make sure you mark your calendars. And then on Thursday at 5:30 Eastern time, there's going to be a Top Shot Tools panel that I will be sitting on along with some of the other folks from the other Top Shot Tools across the industry. I'm lost my voice after this weekend, Coop. I'm really been struggling with it all. I feel like I heard the same from you. Coop and I had a little reunion with college friends this weekend, and I didn't realize I didn't really talk to that much today. And oof.
You sound good, man. You sound good.
Good
you
thing
sound,
you had
sound fully
LG's
recovered.
voice on the
I know,
to really
exactly.
guide us through.
LG was able to carry us. I love that he was just reading. It's absolutely magical hearing that. All right, guys, let's call it for tonight. We'll be back this week with the First Mint Fest activities. We'll be active in the Discord there. We'll also shout out to our Discord. Make sure everyone can find us in the First Mint Fest chat. So on behalf of Justin, on behalf of producer Coop, and on behalf of our very special guest, LG, I am TJ Lasig, and we will see you guys next time.